Each year, the county assigns a portion of their fund balance or their savings account to keep on hand for extraordinary circumstances. Tonight, we are requesting a transfer of $1,653,082.60 from the general fund to the 2017 Limited Obligation Capital Projects Fund, along with permission to prepare a budget amendment and associated project ordinance. This capital project fund accounts for the construction of the West Cabarrus High School.
Can't tell. It's not coming in. There it goes. It's backwards. Yeah. Just to follow up what Ms. Farrington said, we are requesting the use of the fund balance to be transferred into this account. For clarification, it is not because the school has had overruns or the cost of the school has gone up. There were some issues that we had taken place several months ago that I wanted to talk to you about and also advise the public as well. Cabarrus County was, on December 21st, Cabarrus County was targeted as a business account compromise. The social engineering scam diverted $2,504,601. That was the vendor payment that was going to this school. And of that 2.5 million, 1,728,082.60 is still missing. On that date, December 21st, the county intended to send the money to Roanoke, Virginia-based Branch & Associates, Inc., which serves as the general contractor for the West Cabarrus High School, the newest high school that is under construction and just about to be built and hopefully opened in a few weeks on Weddington Road. The county was not hacked. It was not a cybersecurity. This is a case of a spoofed identity in which someone posed as a vendor, provided seemingly valid documentation, and signed approvals. In recent years, the FBI has seen a steep increase in the amount and sophistication of socially engineered businesses' email account compromise scams. The FBI's 2018 Internet Crime Control Report indicates the agency received 20,373 complaints, with adjusted losses of $1.2 billion last year. We are now at the point in the investigation where we can share the information on the processes taken to secure and defend our resources. In response to this situation, the county contacted authorities immediately, who opened an investigation. We followed the recommendation and protocols of our financial institutions, hired a top accounts payable consultant who had demonstrated extensive knowledge about the topic and understanding of the effective business practices. We examined processes and corrected vulnerabilities, a process that we will need to continue to refine as cybercrimes become more sophisticated. Communicated early and often with Branch & Associates. Throughout the situation, they stayed focused on the building of West Cabarrus High School and without any interruption to their schedule. We appreciate their confidences in our processes and also their commitment to making it right. Despite our best efforts, we were only able to recover $776,518.40. Tonight, we ask the Commissioners to restore the funding to the construction project by approving the transfer of $1,653,082.60 to the Capital Funds project. The funds for the transfer will come from a portion of the county's assigned fund balance that is set aside for extraordinary circumstances as described by Ms. Farrington. Cabarrus County and our employees understand that it is our duty to protect the assets of the county. We do not take this responsibility lightly. We have invested in a total overhaul of our AP processes, which limits our vulnerabilities. It also sets our finance departments up for success in the future. It is important to the community. It is important the community know our finance staff is an incredible team of dedicated and trustworthy employees who were victimized by a scam. They were accountable for their actions, responded with urgency, and played a critical role in assisting law enforcement in establishing our new processes. We regret that this has occurred. Our Sheriff's Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Bank of America, and SunTrust Bank, and our employees have done an excellent job of investigating this crime, returning a portion of the stolen funds back to the county. The residents and taxpayers of Cabarrus County should and can expect the county government to be responsible stewards of your tax dollars. We have all learned from this experience, and we can continue to do everything we can to prevent this from happening again. For those watching, for more information, included is a complete description of the situation and the timeline of events are all available to the public on our website at www.cabarruscounty.us. Mr. Chairman, with that brief background, I do recommend or hope that that the board will see fit to approve this budget amendment.
Thank you for that explanation. Obviously, this is something that the Board of Commissioners has been aware of for quite some time. I think that a logical question that folks might ask is, if this occurred in December, why are we now addressing it this much later? And I think the correct answer to that question is the fact that it was an ongoing investigation with the Sheriff's Department as well as the FBI. And so we were instructed to keep that confidential as to not interfere with that investigation. So at this time, and the correct amount for this budget amendment is the $1,728,082.60. I don't think that's right.
I think it's different because you have to subtract out the insurance cost.
Exactly,
Yes,
yeah.
So it's
$1,653,082.60. I see that now in this front page. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to approve an appropriation of fund balance in the amount of $1,653,082.60 and direct the Finance Director to prepare the associated budget amendment and project ordinance.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move for approval.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? And I made some comments. I welcome any of you to add to that if you wish or not.
Was the Secret Service part of that investigation as well? Seems like, is there, I don't know the layers of jurisdiction, but for some reason, I'm thinking cash generates an extra level. And not that that's relevant, but other than the magnitude of who looked into this is to me relevant for the public to know.
I think it's safe to say that every avenue was explored and exhausted in this process. Any other discussion?
I just want to make a couple of comments,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Chairman. That is, nobody ever expects something like this to happen, but it just happens to be part of our society today with the technology and the advancement of different scams and all of that stuff that goes on these days. And I'm just glad that the county, in the planning part, in the budgetary process, sets aside funds in the event of unusual circumstance. As Ms. Farrington said, we set aside monies for things like this because I would imagine that there's other counties that have incidents like this, but yet they don't have the funds. And see, with this, we'll be able to make the payment to the contractor for the school so the school can keep can open up. But there were a lot of mixed emotions too during this time, I have to admit, because we couldn't really figure out who was responsible. There was so many different people involved. But it's not our job to do that. That's the people's job that do the investigations and all. But it's something that we've got to make it right, and this is the only way to do it. And so that's all that I have to say about it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, if there is none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. All opposed, no. That motion passes.